to say.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he participated personally in, without question, the most daring hostage rescue mission ever carried out
Yeah.
anywhere on this globe.
And you know what the funny
No
thing
doubt
about
about
all
it.
of this is? Justin and I met him when we were at the Israeli American Council conference back in Miami.
In January.
In
it was
January.
by chance.
Just
Yeah.
by chance, because we were talking to some other Federation execs. I think it was from the Federation exec in Austin, right? Who introduced us
That's right.
to, yes, that's right. It was Rabbi Daniel Septimus who introduced us to Gadi. And he's the most, humble, cool human you'll ever meet. I mean, he's this war hero. Here we are, starstruck by him.
Yeah.
And he's
like all the guys from his generation. He's like, he's a little guy. He's like 5'3", and but I'm just standing there talking to him, knowing his resume. Okay, not just in Tepe, but everything those guys did who were part of Sayeret Matkal, that's like Israel's Delta Force. They're a group of special forces commandos that report directly to the head of state.
Mhm.
And so they carry out only the most impossible missions, basically.
Well, that seemed like it was impossible, but
Yeah.
it was
Yes.
ultimately one of the most successful missions that was ever undertaken.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sadly, there was only one casualty, Yoni Netanyahu, who was the brother of the current prime minister of Israel, Bibi Netanyahu.
Yeah, and he's coming. So Gadi is coming
Very
to
cool.
Arkansas. And I encourage everyone to look this up. It's going to be on June 14th at Agape Church. I'm flying my brothers out here to participate.
Oh, cool.
I didn't know that. Great.
Anyone who's available, please join us in this celebration. Thank you for allowing us to share this on the air, because it is really, really close to our hearts. It's an incredible partnership, and we want to see more things like that happening here in Arkansas.
Well, I'm looking forward to meeting him. I really am. As being former military myself, I can just tell you that was one of the most ballsiest things that has ever been done.
Oh, he'll love to talk to you. By the way, he told us, look, I've read 3 books on the raid, including one written by Ido Netanyahu, who is another brother of Yoni and Bibi. And there's been like 8 movies. I've seen all of them, even the terrible ones. Okay?
Yeah.
So I thought I knew everything there was to know. And talking to the man for half an hour, he was regaling us with, other stories, but especially in Tebe, and some of the details he told me I hadn't read or heard anywhere. And he told us, he said, "Oh yes, it's a very impressive story. I tell it's very, very good. Don't worry, I tell an impressive story."
I've already got set up with Kathy. We're going to have him on the air.
Perfect.
We'll have him for an hour, and I can't wait for that.
Wonderful.
That's one of those guys that I feel like I can get down on my knees and start doing "I'm not worthy."
Oh yeah, I felt like I was a 6-year-old boy talking to him.
As far as that's concerned, guys, thanks for coming in. Appreciate you being here. You're always welcome. You know that. Justin Hillman's executive boarder of JFAR, and of course Enrico Ravenna, the executive director. I'm Dave Elswick. Stay tuned. Matt Smith is next.
Truth cuts through. This is 101.1. The Answer, where Little Rock comes to talk.
Thank you.
KDXE, Kamak Village, Little Rock.
Breaking news this hour from Town Hall. Amit Thomason. Oil prices have come down as the world awaits Iran's answer to a U.S. proposal aimed at ending the war. President Trump says Iran has already agreed to abandon its quest for nuclear weapons. He's threatening a resumption of bombing if a deal is not agreed to.
And we have to get what we have to get. If we don't do that, we'll have to go a big step further. But with that being said, they want to make a deal. We've had very good talks over the last 24 hours.
Meantime, the U.S. military continues enforcing the blockade on Iranian ports. Forecasters are warning of the possibility of more severe weather across the southeast in the coming few days. There's a lot of property damage in southern Mississippi after a storm roared across parts of the region, including at least one confirmed tornado. Dutch authorities say about 40 passengers on the cruise ship at the center of a hantavirus outbreak previously disembarked after the first passenger had died.
The dozens of passengers, including the wife of a Dutchman who died, left the cruise ship during a stop at the British territory. The cruise company that operates the ship previously said the Dutch woman had got off the ship with her husband's body at St. Helena. She then flew to South Africa on a commercial plane. However, the company has not acknowledged that anyone else got off the boat. Dutch authorities have not confirmed where the passengers who disembarked are now. Authorities in South Africa and Europe are trying to trace contacts of any passengers who actually got off the ship. 3 passengers have died in the outbreak on board, and several others are sick. I'm Charles Villadesma.
Secretary of State Rubio has met with Pope Leo at the Vatican discussing the situation in the Middle East. Watching Wall Street, the Dow is down 20 points, while the Nasdaq trading 163 points higher. More on these stories, townhall.com.
Hey, I'm Kirk Cameron. Is health insurance eating up your budget for 2026? If you're looking for ways to better steward your finances, consider this: Christian Healthcare Ministries. It's a health insurance alternative at half the cost. Join CHM today by visiting chministries.org/wellness. While insurance companies tell you when to join, what to pay, and where to go, CHM is different. As a ministry, CHM allows you to share the burden of medical bills with other Christians. You can enroll, switch programs, or leave at any time. Christian Healthcare Ministries. It's a world of difference. CHM has 4 flexible programs. You can pick any certified doctor, surgeon, or hospital that you want for eligible care. So make the switch. Take your paycheck back from health insurance this year. Join CHM today by visiting chministries.org/wellness. That's chministries.org/wellness.
With your news flash, I'm Trey Westerberg, 101.1 The Answer. Receive your dental implants and new smile in as little as 1 day with Little Rock's dental implant specialist, Dr. Samuel F. Jurek, DDS. Schedule your consultation now at jurekdds.com. Federal health officials have withdrawn 2 studies on COVID-19 and shingles vaccine safety, saying the conclusions weren't Health experts stress vaccines remain safe and effective as Arkansas public health leaders continue encouraging residents to stay up to date on vaccinations. 8 Arkansas National Guard soldiers were injured when 3 military vehicles collided during a training exercise at Fort Chaffee. Investigators cite low visibility from dust as a factor, with 1 soldier seriously hurt and hospitalized while others were treated for minor injuries. Arkansas State Police say a 33-year-old man has been arrested after a hit-and-run crash in Little Rock that killed a woman and 2 minors. Investigators say he crossed the center line, struck another vehicle head-on, fled the scene, and now faces 3 counts of negligent homicide. I'm Trey Westerberg with your news flash on 101.1 The Answer.
With your sports flash, I'm John Thayer on 101.1 The Answer.
The NCAA is reportedly moving toward final approval to expand the men's and women's basketball tournaments from 68 to 76 teams. The change would begin with the 2027 tournaments and add more at-large bids and play-in games. Formal approval from multiple NCAA committees could be completed as soon as today. NASCAR races at Watkins Glen International this weekend, including the Cup Series Goat Bowling at the Glen on Sunday, also Xfinity Series racing Saturday, and a Truck Series event Friday. Kyle Larson, a 2-time Watkins Glen winner, enters looking to rebound after a crash in Texas. Baseball, the Cardinals dropped Game 2 to the Brewers 6-2. The team split the series. Cards will be at the Padres starting tonight. Royals fall to the Guardians 3-1, snapping a 5-game winning streak. Game 4 this afternoon.
Northside Power, your trusted name when the power goes out. Generators isn't something they do, it's all they do. Find out more at northsidepower.com. I'm John Thayer with your sports flash on 101.1 The Answer.
Elswick! 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 Elswick!
All right, final hour. Did you hear what I just said, Val? It's the final hour of the Thursday edition of the Dave Elswick Show, and we got another big show planned for you tomorrow as well on our Friday here on the Dave Elswick Show 101.1 The Answer. Matt Smith is in the studio. He ran off to Vegas over the weekend, said he had a really good time.
Oh, yeah.
Did you go to the Sphere?
I didn't. Okay. I have been to the World movie there. I have been to Wizard of Oz there. I'll see Metallica there in November.
I can't imagine. I
So-
can't imagine what it's going to do visually.
Yeah, I mean, there's really been nothing else there I want to see. I don't want to see Fish. I don't want to see the Eagles. I don't want to see, I don't know, some other trash that's been there.
Yeah.
You know, I've seen the 2 movies they got, and I'll see Metallica there. They've had nothing else of interest to me. You know, they keep rotating the same bands through. So, you know,
There's some
Eagles will be
classic
back.
movies out that would be interesting to see if they, put it in the Sphere's type of way of showing a movie. Can you imagine 2001 in the Sphere?
well, they currently the business model is play Wizard of Oz all day long and sell it out, then
sense.
have a band in there at night.
Right.
But there's no reason to change out Wizard of Oz because they pretty much sell it out all day
Well,
long.
it's very,
So-
very popular.
Yeah, and it's a worldwide movie, and that's a worldwide city. So I don't see that changing anytime soon. As long as it's filling things up. I mean, yeah, that's the thing about Vegas. I mean, if something works, they just let it run, and they let it run until it doesn't work. And I mean, there's things out there that run 20, 25, 30 years.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Right. And then if you get into a venue there and it doesn't work, they change it out very quickly to something else.
I imagine.
So yeah, Wizard of Oz is just going to run because there's so much turnover. I mean, I was there Saturday night. I was out with my friend. I went and see if you know who this guy is. I'm gonna see if you know who this guy is. I'm not going to tell you till see if you figure out who this dude is real quick. Okay. Now,
Pop quiz today.
yeah, do you know who that is? Do you know who that is?
I don't. Who is
You
it?
don't? That's
Yeah.
the guy that was talking to Donald Trump when they shot at Trump.
Oh, okay.
That's Oz Perlman, the mentalist.
All right.
Yeah, that's me in his dressing room Saturday night.
That's
I
cool.
figured you know him since that's been on the news,
And
So they shot at him and Trump Saturday night. The following Saturday night, I shook his hand in his dressing room in Vegas.
that's cool.
It was. He put me in the show. It was pretty awesome.
Really?
Oh yeah. I mean, it's what that guy does is mind blowing. It's unbelievable what he does. I mean, it's just it is beyond what you would expect. I mean, it really comes across like he is just reading the minds of random people in the audience. It is an amazing
So he's
show.
a mentalist.
Oz Perlman, the mentalist. Yes.
Okay.
And he goes by Oz Perlman, the mentalist, because there is someone else actually called the mentalist,
Oh, okay.
but they are not on his level
Okay.
of performance or fame or whatever. But yes, he was the entertainment at the Washington Correspondents' Dinner that Saturday night. Then last Saturday night he was in Vegas. It was a crazy show.
Well,
Crazy
I bet,
show.
I bet you it was crazy.
He did a great job. He really did. And it's pretty cool that they had someone like that for the Correspondents' Dinner versus, just the standard late night talk show host or some stand-up comic. It's pretty cool that they were going to do something different.
Yeah, that was going to do a leftist screed against the Republicans.
Yeah, typically something weird like that. It was cool to just have something that was going to be some cool entertainment. It really was. I mean, I was in his dressing room. I talked to him for a little while, took some pictures, hung out or whatever. And then he handed me this little flip notebook that you just flip through the pages.
Okay.
And it's got hundreds and hundreds of pages in it. And someone had went through the notebook, and they had taken just a magic marker, and they had written down various names of beverages.
Okay.
Beverages you would find at a convenience store, a 7-Eleven, a Junior Food Mart, whatever, local gas station. And it's just hundreds of pages of this. It's like root beer, Dr. Pepper, Pabst Blue Ribbon, Kool-Aid, milk, water, whatever.
Clamato.
Hundreds of beverages, right? So he said, hey, just I want you to flip through there, just pick a random page fix the drink in your mind. Don't tell anybody what the drink is. I need you to fix the drink in your mind. Don't change in your mind what the drink is, and don't tell anyone what the drink is, right? So I just I flipped through the thing a few times, make sure the pages weren't sticking. Then I just flipped through, looked at a page, set it back down.
Okay.
Go out. He's doing the show. Okay. Halfway through the show, doing the show. Then he calls on me and he brings me up on stage. I get on stage. He's like, okay, you need to stand here, hold the mic. I want you to put your hand over your eyes and I want you to imagine something and go through the motions with me. So I'm like, okay. You're driving in a car. Okay. Driving in the car. You pull up, you stop at the convenience store. Stop at the convenience store. You open the door to go in the convenience store. You walk inside the convenience store. You're walking down the aisle of the convenience store. You go to the refrigerator. You open the refrigerator door. You're going to reach up and grab something to drink. And it's going to be green. Are you picturing something green in your mind? And it's clear. Or you're picturing something clear? And I want you to reach up there. I want you to grab this and tell me what it is. I said, okay, all right, man. It's chocolate milk.
Okay.
Because that's what I'd picked out in the paper, right?
Right.
He said, well, open your eyes. And he's standing there holding a can of Sprite. He said, this did not go the way I expected it to go. I said, well, hey, man, I wanted to beat you. I wanted to win.
Uh-huh.
You know, he said, okay, well, I'm going to give you a drink anyway. He hands me a glass, pops the top on the Sprite, pours it out, and it's chocolate milk. Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah. Now.
That's very cool.
How they got the chocolate milk in the can, I have no idea.
Yeah.
How he knew that the page stopped on chocolate milk, I have no idea. Audience mind was blown. Audience mind was blown. It's crazy what he can do. He had people think in their mind the person that they wanted to meet and have dinner with. It could be a person that was living or dead. Then he had them take out their phone, do a Google Images search. This is at the beginning of the show. Do a Google Images search of that person and save the images to their phone. Okay. And then not tell anybody, not show anybody, just leave it alone. And then he went through the show. And then at some point during the show, he called somebody on stage and tell them, hand your phone now to whoever. He would call them up on stage and he would go through this process of talking to them. And then he would say, your person is Abraham Lincoln, right?
Right.
And it was them. It was just, how did he do that, man? It was crazy. And I mean, obviously he can't read people's minds, but whatever he's doing is working to make it seem
impeccable.
That way. Just massive entertaining. Of course, people have probably seen him on TV. He's been on all kinds of things.
Right.
Good Morning America, America's Got Talent, all kinds of news programs. It was one of the best shows I've seen.
Very cool.
Pretty cool.
All right. Where was the show at?
It was at the Encore Theater in the Wynn.
Okay.
So yeah, I saw him Saturday night, and I saw Matt Franco Friday night at Link in that theater. And then I went to a couple of the shows, went to Fremont Street, saw my friend's band play, that kind of stuff. So
You got to like Fremont Street. That's that's the old part of the strip, and it really is fun. I love those lights over the walkway.
Oh yeah, down there, and they've got various stages around, and my friend's band plays there 3 nights a week from 11 p.m. to 2 a.m. They play 3 nights a week down there. They've been doing that since the Hard Rock Casino closed.
Okay.
When the new Hard Rock opens, they'll probably just move into that venue, because they ran at the original Hard Rock from December of 2012 until December of 25. They had a 13-year run there. So they'll probably do that at the new Hard Rock when it starts back up. That's pretty cool. And then I went to Battlefield Vegas one day and drove a tank over a car and shot a bunch of guns, just crazy, just bunch of guns.
So what kind of tank was it? Like an Abraham?
Yeah, Abrams. Yeah.
Okay,
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, the Abrams. Yeah. You think of the Sherman tank when you think of World War II. The Abrams. Yeah. I mean, that sucker
is a Gulf War monster right there.
It can go 60 miles an hour.
Man, they're rolling across the sands, man. Yeah. Coming out of Kuwait. Yeah. Oh yeah, that was a Gulf War one for sure.
And then you lock on computer wise on your target, and they can fall over the horizon
Yes.
and disappear, you can fire and your shell will find them.
Yeah, the tech's unbelievable. I think I had a friend that worked at Las Vegas Gun Club. Then he went to Machine Guns Vegas. Then he went to Helicopter Gunships. Now he's at Battlefield Vegas. And I mean, he's just such a he'd been in the military. He's a gun enthusiast, and he's been at those places. And Battlefield Vegas has the most guns by a long shot.
Really?
Oh man,
you can shoot them, right?
Oh yeah, man, I shot guns all day, man. I mean, just
Your shoulder hurting you the day
Oh
after?
yeah, I had bruise on my shoulder, man. Yeah, like M16s, AK-47s. I shot a Barrett 50 caliber sniper rifle.
That's got a kick to it.
Man, MP5. Oh, with the NATO Parabellum rounds. MP4, Uzi, Thompson submachine gun, Desert Eagle pistol, Beretta 93R, Spies 12 automatic shotgun. I shot a minigun. I mean, just insane the weaponry that they have there. The most machine guns, civilian-owned machine guns in one place on Earth at Battlefield Vegas. I mean, it just. I'm not even.
That would be cool to look at. Look at the weapons.
The vault was insane. I'm not even scratching the surface telling you the guns we shot. let me see if I can find it. I got it somewhere here. Beyond those, the minigun was really cool. They had this full auto 5.56, which was nuts. Glock 18, Desert Eagle, Beretta 93R, F&N 5.7, Benelli M4, MP5, F&M P90, Colt 45, AK-47, M4, Steyr AUG, SIG 5.52, Remington 700, M203, the Israeli Galili, which is an automatic 5.56 round, I believe. The M249 Saul belt fed.
There you go.
Scorpion.
Now you're talking when you get belt fed.
That's a 7.62 belt fed.
Yeah.
And then I shot the M240, which is a 5.56 belt fed. The Scar H, the FN F2000, the Scorpion. I mean, it's just, and it was just, and I mean, he just loves it there. It's just nuts what they've got in the vault. It's insane.
Speaking of weaponry,
yes,
I read an article. In fact, I talked about it to Val on the air a couple of days ago, and the aircraft carriers have a weapon that's called R2D2, and nobody, the reason that they call it that is that's what it looks like. It's a machine gun that has the looks of an R2D2.
Oh, wow.
It fires like 5,000 rounds a minute.
Yes.
And it's used for anti-air defenses against the drones and stuff.
Wow. Well, I had seen on the news where the Nimitz came out of refurbishment and was deployed, and then the Gerald R. Ford is getting to come off and go to port. It had been the longest deployment, I think, for an aircraft carrier since the Vietnam War. So Gerald R. Ford's going home. Nimitz is back on the ocean. So
it's cool. I'm just telling you. You got 3 aircraft carriers over there in the Middle East right now, and the firepower of a traditional aircraft carrier is beyond your wildest imaginings.
We have 11. And so China has 1.
Yeah. They're trying to catch up, but to do that, they got to steal all our technology to catch up with us.
Yeah. I mean, and I mean, it's sorry about that.
That's all right.
It is crazy how advanced we are, how far behind they are. I saw an article now where Japan has changed its law where it can export weapons. And so if Japan, actually, and it's got some treaty nations that it can export to, and basically it's, got the treaties with NATO.
Right.
and then of course Australia, New Zealand. But Ukraine is on the list. So if you can imagine taking the Ukrainian drone hardware and putting that with Japanese technology,
Be pretty incredible.
Yes. And Japan is very good at building ships. So they could, really help someone like Australia, for example, just amp up their Navy, because, right now it's the biggest navies are the United States. Great Britain is number 2 and Japan is number 3, believe it or not, in naval
That's very cool.
size. Yes.
All right, 21 after 10. Let's take a quick break, and then we'll continue our conversation. Matt Smith in the house right now on the Dave Elswick Show. 101.1, The Answer.
Billboards, gas stations, gyms, grocery stores, and more.
Salem Media puts your brand in front of Little Rock wherever life takes them.
Call 501-404-6535. Call 501-404-6535 and get noticed. In a world where more and more people decide what's right and wrong based on how they feel, what happens when feelings become the only moral standard? If emotions alone define truth, then who decides why murder, theft, or violence are wrong? And if someone feels justified in destroying property or harming others, on what basis can society say they're wrong? For 50 years, Dennis Prager has challenged audiences around the world to think deeply about the moral foundations of civilization. In his new book, If There Is No God, he confronts the biggest questions of human existence. Why does evil go unpunished? Why do innocent people suffer? And can morality survive without God? Whether a believer, a skeptic, or somewhere in between, this book offers serious answers for a morally confused age. Clear, provocative, and accessible. If There Is No God by Dennis Prager. Available now at pragerstore.com. That's pragerstore.com.
The more you listen to your kids, the closer you'll be. So we asked kids, what do you want your parents to hear?
I feel sometimes that I'm not listened to. I would just want you to listen to me more often and evaluate situations with me and lead me towards success.
We're not adults, so just be there and listen. I just want someone to yap to. And I just feel like I'll be fine if someone just hears me talk and talk and talk and talk and talk and talk and talk.
You're doing a really good job. And I don't think I tell you that enough. And I know sometimes we get into it and it's just hard on both of us. But, try to understand me more and I'll try to do the same.
Listening is a form of love. Find resources to help you support your kids and their emotional well-being at soundidouttogether.org. That's soundidouttogether.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and Pivotal.
This radio station is always on, but sometimes you need more content that you can take with you anywhere. That's why we invented the Salem Podcast Network.com. You'll find all the great hosts on this radio station, plus a few more, like Charlie Kirk, Dinesh D'Souza, Trish Regan, Jenna Ellis, and Dennis and Julie. There's literally no end to what we can teach you. It's like radio on demand, and just like radio, it's always on. Go find out what you're missing. Download the app, SalemPodcastNetwork.com. 101.1, The Answer. The Dave Elswick Show is back. 101.1, The Answer.
We're back with you on the Dave Elswick Show. Matt had to go see a man about a horse. Nice way of saying things. And we'll be back with us in a moment. Tomorrow, let you know that Senator Bozeman will be in studio talking to me at 9:30 our time, and we look forward to seeing him again. And Razorback Zach will be with us. He'll come in and sit down with us as well. We got things that we can talk about sports. The Ladybacks beat Ole Miss yesterday in the SEC softball tournament. They at 1:00 today, they'll tee it up against Alabama at the tournament, and they'll be playing at 1. So I will be over at ESPN Plus and watching the game live as it occurs during the playoffs. talking about the Lady Razorback softball team. They won yesterday.
Oh, nice.
And so they're into the quarterfinals. So that's good.
That's cool.
I'd like to see them win the SEC title, get into the regionals, win the semis, so that they can go to the World Series in Oklahoma City.
Okay.
And to get there, they're going to have to beat Oklahoma. That's just the way it is. And we'll be facing them. We haven't been able to basically do that. Well, we won a couple of games against Oklahoma regular season. First time in the history of the softball program that they did that. So we got a shot, folks. I'm just telling you, we got a shot.
Oklahoma's got a good team there.
Oh my God!
Oh, wow. Okay.
They're so good. They're like the way that the Big Ten and the SEC programs in football are. They don't rebuild; they just reload.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't have any problem finding the talent to fill the positions that they need.
Might be like the women's basketball team. I think Connecticut's the one that keeps knocking them down.
UConn. They're the most successful. Although now you got to put South Carolina into that discussion and LSU.
Oh, really? Okay.
You put them in that discussion as well. So anyway, that's my math part today.
Okay.
Show.
Have you been out to see the Travelers yet this year?
I have not. I need to get out to see it. In fact, speaking of the devil, I got an email yesterday from Lance over there, and telling me that he wants to, me to come out and see a couple of games, and then he wanted us to make sure that we were going to go over and have lunch together.
Yeah, he's great, man. I went out there. Let's see. Last Saturday I was in Vegas. So the Saturday before that, I went to the Travelers game. They had Bluey out there.
No, yeah.
Yeah, man. So they had two games because Friday night it had rained part of the game out. And so they had gates at like 3, and at 4:00 they started to make up some innings from the previous night.
Yeah,
so they ended up with like a doubleheader or whatever. So they finished that game, and then at 7 they started the second game. The second game was only going to be 7 innings, though, since they had to already play finish up probably half of the other game. And I took my 8-year-old out there. He had a blast. He got a picture with Bluey. He likes Bluey. He's 8 years old. We got some Travelers gear from the merch. We got some sunglasses and a hat and this big old wrap chain plasticky thing with a big Arkansas thing on it, man.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah, man. So, then we got some of the food. We had to get the chicken strips. We had to get the ice cream later. We had to get pictures with Ace, the horse mascot. And, we had to go to the playground area and all that jazz,
Did you get one with Odie?
Odie was not there. I really think the person that was normally Odie was Bluey that day.
Oh, okay.
Because they had Bluey, see?
Okay.
And Bluey was a big deal. And the line, they opened the gates and people lined up. And then, we probably, we got there at, 2:00 in the afternoon or something. We probably left at 7:30, 8:00. The entire time we were there was a line for Bluey. I think every
popular character.
I think every person in the stadium took a picture with Bluey. It was just a continuous line.
You know who was big before Bluey? It was the big red dog.
Oh yeah, Clifford.
Yeah, Clifford was big.
Yeah.
And,
what about the purple dinosaur?
Barney.
Yeah, he was a big deal.
My kids were Barneyites.
They liked it.
Several of my kids wanted the stuffed.
Oh yeah.
Barney and.
Oh yeah.
You push a button and go, I want to give you a big hug. That kind of stuff.
So my son had these chicken tenders, which were great. The food was good. And he got some ice cream. I think he got one of like frozen Reese's or frozen sticks or something. He loved that. And then I ordered this thing. Oh man, I shouldn't have ate it. But I ordered this thing called a walking taco. Okay. And so it was like just like a nuclear bomb of food. Okay. It almost knocked me out. I almost had to take a nap after I ate this thing. So they got like this bag of Doritos chips and they opened it up. Then they throw some rice on top of that. It's like some brown rice or something that they've cooked. Then they throw on this brisket. And, oh man, the brisket was heaven. I'm
There
just
you
telling you
go.
right now. Throw brisket
Good
on
stuff.
there. Yeah. Then on the brisket they threw queso cheese in there after that. Then they threw in some sour cream. Then they threw in some salsa. Right. And I'm trying to
You're
think.
making me hungry.
Oh
dude.
man, I'm trying to think of what else you could have got, but that's what I got. And so they gave me this thing, right? It's just like this huge. Oh my God. And the brisket was to die for, man. The food was so good. I ate that. I'm like, oh man, I just let me lay down on this bench and sleep.
All right. We got to take a quick break. Let's do that here on the Dave Elswick Show.
This year. Join CHM today by visiting chministries.org/wellness. That's chministries.org/wellness.
The news never stops, and neither does your schedule. That's why we're here, keeping you up to date with all the biggest stories of the day. We're 101.1 The Answer, where Little Rock
On
comes to
Salem
talk.
News Channel, principled voices are shaping today's conversation. Scott Jennings brings clarity to the toughest debates. Josh Hammer's blistering commentary puts politics and culture on trial. And Alex Marlowe's insight connects us to what matters most. Watch anytime on Samsung TV Plus, Pluto TV, or find us on your screen at snc.tv. 3 new shows, 1 powerful lineup. Salem News Channel, across America.
Whether retirement's just around the corner or already here, it's common to be overwhelmed. That's where Total Wealth with David Lucas can help. Utilizing their signature Thrive planning process, they'll work together with you to identify and resolve your concerns, allowing you to fully pursue your passions and enjoy life. Because a successful retirement isn't just how much you save, it's the quality of life you live. Schedule a free evaluation now at TotalWealth.com. While you're at the website, download the free guide to Social Security. It'll help answer a lot of your questions. Go to TotalWealth.com or call 501-382-8800. 501-382-8800. One more time, go to TotalWealth.com or call 501-382-8800. That's 501-382-8800. 501-382-8800. Go to TotalWealth.com.
Investment advisory services offered through Lucas Total Wealth, an Arkansas registered investment advisor. Arkansas insurance license number 1615273.
America is at a tipping point. To ensure we stay the land of the free and home of the brave, you need to be informed and engaged. That's why we're here. 101.1 The Answer, where Little Rock comes to talk. What if you could take 101.1 The Answer with you everywhere? You can. Download the 101.1 The Answer app and stay connected to the voices you trust, live and on demand. Wake up with Dave Elswick. Stay sharp with Doc Washburn. And hear from national voices like Chris DeGaulle, Scott Jennings, Hugh Hewitt, Larry Elder, and Mike Gallagher. Breaking news, bold opinions, local insight, national perspective, all in one place, all in your pocket, at work, in the car, on the go. If it matters to Arkansas and America, you'll hear it on 101.1 The Answer. Plus, stream us live anywhere. Catch up on podcasts and never miss a moment. Search 101.1 The Answer in your app store and download it today. 101.1 The Answer, where Little Rock comes to talk. The conservative voice of Arkansas. The Dave Elswick Show on 101.1 The Answer.
All right. Let's continue with Matt. Let's talk about the movie.
Okay.
So what's coming out today?
Mortal Kombat 2, number 1 at the box office this weekend. That's out today. That's going to be a massive, massive hit. People are coming for that. No doubt about it. Also today, The Sheep Detectives, PG, from MGM.
The Sheep Detectives.
The Sheep Detectives. Now, their shepherd is allegedly murdered.
All right.
Okay. Their shepherd is the Wolverine, by the way.
Ah.
Yes. He's allegedly murdered. And the sheep decide they must investigate to find out who offed their shepherd. They think that they can do this because every evening the shepherd would read mystery books to them out loud. before they went to bed. So the sheep believe that they have learned enough from these mysteries that
they can be
that the
detectives.
Wolverine read to them, that they can figure out who murdered the shepherd.
All right.
PG comedy, the sheep talk, the sheep try to solve the crime. Hilarious, funny, bring the whole family, great for kids.
You got to take it that it is going to be a animated film, correct?
Well, the sheep are alive, but they talk. So, yeah. So maybe some AI on the sheep
Is that kind of
voices.
about Democrats?
It's a live action movie. So
okay,
not animated, live action. And then, of course, Mortal Kombat 2 is rated R. It's the sequel to Mortal Kombat.
Is it its first weekend?
It starts today.
All right, I
Going
gotta
to be a
go see
big
it.
hit. Going to be number one at the box office. There's no doubt about it. Going to blow the doors off.
Cue the music.
They originally thought they were going to open it last fall, but it got pushed to this spring. That's number one for sure. It's going to be a big hitter. And then they have a concert movie out this weekend called Hit Me Hard and Soft. It's directed by James Cameron. It's from Paramount Pictures. It's the Billie Eilish girl or whatever. It's her concert. It's in 3D. That's probably going to be a hit in the big cities. My prediction is Mortal Kombat is number one this weekend. Devil Wears Prada 2, which came out last weekend, will fall to number 2. Isn't on the box office last weekend. It'll be number 2 this weekend. Michael Jackson movie is probably going to be number 3. And I would put Sheep Detectives at number 4, and then the concert movie Hit Me Hard and Soft, Billie Eilish, directed by James Cameron. And the reason I believe that is I think the Billie Eilish concert movie is more of a coastal thing, East Coast, West Coast thing. More of a big city thing. I don't know that it's going to transfer that well across the country. Mortal Kombat's hugely popular. Guys are going to go see it this weekend. It's Mother's Day weekend. They're going to be coming out for Prada.
They ain't taking their mama.
They're coming to Prada.
They're going to see Prada.
Going to see that this weekend for sure. Michael Jackson's incredibly popular. So, Mortal Kombat number 1, or that's Mortal Kombat 2. And then in second place, Devil Wears Prada 2. Third place, Michael. I say fourth place, Sheep Detectives. And fifth place, the Billie Eilish 3D film, which I think it's great. But in order to want to watch that, you're going to have to be a Billie Eilish fan.
Yeah, and you got to be kind of goth.
Yeah, just whatever that is. I don't know. It just the Michael Jackson movie's been incredibly popular, biggest biopic
Have you seen
opening
it
ever. I haven't seen it. Everybody talks about how much they love it, but I think it's kind of I think it's just one of those things that's really in a lot of ways review proof.
Okay.
Because you're just going to be a Michael Jackson fan to go. You're not going to go to that and watch a movie about Michael Jackson's life and hear all of the Michael Jackson songs if you don't like Michael Jackson.
Yeah, you're right.
So I think it's
Absolutely.
I think it's one of the movies that's review proof, and I think the critics have given it some bad reviews, but now it's way up in the 90s on the popcorn meter, where the people that watch it love it.
That says a lot right there.
And I think the reason the critics are kind of down on it is it doesn't touch on anything really controversial with Michael Jackson, but it's basically, his life from when he's, a very small child to about 1985 or so. Right. And
So from start to Thriller.
Like they go through the whole thing with the Pepsi commercial, and when he got burned really bad, they're on that, and they go with the controversy as far as like his dad and did old Joe abuse him and things like that.
Yeah.
That's in there. But when we stop at 85, it kind of ends before we get to all the craziness, with what's going on with his skin changing colors, and why is he adopted a monkey, and why does he have a child named Blanket or whatever, whatever that stuff was, So all of that's not covered. It's just basically from birth to becoming a superstar, movie stops. Now, there's discussion of a sequel, but of course, there's never been a sequel to a biopic. That being said, this is the biggest opening of a biopic ever. Bohemian Rhapsody, which was I think 2018 or 2017, held the record.
Which was a great movie.
I love Bohemian Rhapsody. That year, I think it was 2018, had 3 really good films. Bohemian Rhapsody, Star is Born with Lady Gaga and old Brad, and The Green Book, which was also about music. And those 3 movies from 2018 were just stellar, really tremendously good motion pictures. In my opinion, some of the 3 best movies that were released that year. So Michael Jackson movie outgrossing opening weekend, Bohemian Rhapsody, is saying a lot. And then the legs on Michael Jackson have been very strong. People continue to come out. It still continues to do well. In some of my towns, weekend 2 of Michael Jackson beat the first weekend of Prada. That was Prada.
Really?
Yeah, it's popular. I mean, he's just such a pop
he's
icon.
an icon. Yeah, he is
No
an
doubt.
icon.
No doubt.
The king of pop.
Yes.
I mean, he lived up to that title too.
Yes, definitely. And then next week we have kind of a lull in the movie going next weekend. We've got we've got like a slew, a rash, a boatload of independent films next weekend. Life Hack is coming out from Iconic on the 15th. Focus Features is releasing a movie called Obsession. Black Bear Pictures has a movie called In the Gray. Those are all coming out. And there's a movie called Is God Is. That's coming out on the 15th. Kind of a lull in the battle there. That kind of mid-May, we don't have a massive opening because the following week on the 22nd we have Star Wars Presents The Mandalorian and Grogu.
Yes.
And that's just going to be massive for Memorial Day weekend. That's out there. It's going to be huge. Paramount has a little scary movie on the 22nd called Passenger. That's out on the 22nd. Then on the 29th, we have Breadwinner from Sony, PG, family comedy. Got the hot kind of family-friendly comic right now starring in it. He has to kind of stay home and watch the kids while his wife is out on a book tour selling her new book. Breadwinner, PG, Sony, the 29th, hilarious. Should open #1 at the box office. There's a picture from Focus called Pressure, which is kind of a World War II drama that's coming out on the 29th. And then also on the 29th from Area 24 is a scary movie called Back Rooms.
I've heard about this.
That's coming up the 29th.
Supposed to be good. Is that Blumhouse?
That is Area 24.
Area 24.
Pressure is Focus Features. Breadwinner, Sony, and Back Rooms is Area 24. So big movies this weekend, kind of some indie titles on the 15th, big movie on the 22nd, some smaller movies on the 29th, and then we reload on June the 5th with Masters of the Universe, He-Man and Skeletor on the big screen from MGM Studios. Also on June the 5th from Warner Brothers, Scary Movie 6. And also on June the 5th from Lionsgate is Power Ballad. All of those come in that day. So we kind of reload with some big titles then. On the 12th, Universal drops Disclosure Day from Spielberg. People are saying it's like Close Encounters of the Third Kind 2 or something. Will it be that good? Wow, man, I've seen about 20 minutes of it. It's way better than that, man. Look out. It's really good.
Is it?
It's good, man.
Is it as good as the one with, I'm trying to think of the actor. I can't think of the actor's name right now. Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
Yeah.
Is it as good as that?
Yeah, I mean, it's just,
all right.
Yeah, I mean, it's,
I got to see it then.
Yeah, people are saying that this is kind of, is this going to be somewhat of a kind of a part 2 to that or a sequel to that? But I think it's better. I just, now obviously I haven't seen it beginning to end. I just saw 20 minutes. Okay. They showed us like a 20-minute clip at CinemaCon, but it was pretty spine tingling deal. Right. And then how they pull it together and like, this is real. And the government knows, but they ain't letting you know. And, UFOs really are aliens and, the whole aspect of that.
Now,
right?
are the aliens, because it's a Spielberg movie,
Yes.
Spielberg typically doesn't make aliens that eat people. He makes aliens that want to live. with us, except maybe War of the Worlds when he did that.
They're disguised as, I don't really want to mess it up for people. Let me, how am I going to do
They're undercover, in other words.
They're disguised as people and other various things.
Okay.
Let's put it that way. That way, yeah. And yeah, and it's just, it has a real spine tingling feel to it. It makes you uncomfortable, because then you're like, wow, was Roswell the deal?
Who is this guy that's really sitting next to me in the movie theater?
It's got kind of a creep psychological creep factor to it. So that's on the 12th, and then on June the 19th, Disney has Toy Story 5.
Oh, that's going to be
which
huge.
just the main characters are back, and the old school toys are battling an iPad. They don't want this kid on the iPad. They want the kid to play with them. Bullseye's back, Buzz Lightyear's back, Woody's back,
Bo Peep back.
Yes. And so, it just, yes, that's there on the 19th. It's going to be great, going to be huge. That's going on for sure. Hit us on the website, Riverdale 10. That's Riverdale10.com, Riverdale10.com. You can catch all these movies that we're talking about, this weekend. Hit Me Hard and Soft, the concert movie, Sheep Detectives, the Michael Jackson movie, of course, Devil Wears Prada 2, Mortal Kombat 2, that's on the screen. We're still playing Project Hail Mary. We are still playing the Super Mario's Galaxy movie. That's still on. We held over a Fathom event called The Story of Everything because it was so popular, so we kept it for a second week for everybody. So check that out at Riverdale 10, Riverdale10.com. You can go there and click subscribe, put in your email. You get the free email newsletter. It tells you what's playing every week, and it also sends you special discounts just for the email newsletter subscribers. So be sure to do that.
Make sure you buy a bucket.
We've got the 2026 refillable popcorn bucket. You buy that bucket, it's good until the end of the year. You can bring it to any of the 6 Arkansas locations. Get 200 ounces of popcorn for just $5. Be sure to get the refill bucket. And, something that a lot of people pass up on, we've got a rewards program. Get your rewards card at the theater when you go in. Be sure to sign up, give them your name, have them use your email to register your rewards card. And then if you buy tickets online, you can put that information in and you get a discount. Okay, so it saves you a $1 discount when you buy tickets online. Don't go to Fandango, go to our website, put in the code for your rewards, and you get a discount for buying your tickets. You also get points for every ticket you buy. And when you come to the theater, you buy your concessions, give me your rewards card, you get points, and you get free things with that. So, you accumulate points, you get free movie tickets, you get free popcorn, free soda, free concessions, things like that. So if you are a regular moviegoer to any of those 6 locations, it is really good to get free things and save money. So be sure to sign up for the rewards.
All right.
Yes. And of course, we've got a Facebook page like everybody else, and we put information on there. We're bringing back our summer family film series. Of course, we do that every summer. And it's $5 to get in. Movie tickets, $5. You can get popcorn for $1. You can get a fountain drink soda for $1 during the summer movie series. It runs for 10 weeks. The movies play on Monday and Wednesday at the Cabot 8 in Cabot and the Cersei 8 in Cersei, and at the Central City 10 in Hot Springs. The movies play on Wednesday and Thursday at the Riverdale 10 in Little Rock. First movie kicks off for this special on Monday, June the 1st, and the last movie runs Thursday, August the 6th. And the doors open at 9:30. Showtime is 10:30 in Cabot. Doors are 10. Showtime 10:30 at Riverdale. Central City 10. Doors are noon. Showtime 1 p.m. Just look at the website for those theaters to get the exact showtimes. You can buy the tickets online, and there's a complete list of the films there. We'll have stuff like Despicable Me 4, Curious George, The Wild Robot, one of the Minions movies, I can't remember which one, but off the top of my head. Wallace and Gromit is playing, The Secret Life of Pets, cool. Shrek is on. 10 movies, a different movie each week for that series, and it's just a chance for people to get out. A lot of daycares come to that. A lot of people that are babysitting bring the kids. It's just something to do with the kids in the morning, where you have almost free concessions, $1 for a soda, $1 for popcorn. So be sure to check that out. It's on all the websites. You can go to Riverdale10.com and click theaters, and there's a drop-down menu that'll show you all the locations. Then you can go there and click the summer series banner for information on those movies. Something we do every summer.
All right, we're going to take a break, final break for this hour with Matt Smith, and then we'll come back and we'll wrap it all up with a big pink bow on it.
You know the feeling. That rush when you reach that goal, make somebody brag a little back home. That's success. And at University of Maryland Global Campus, we believe you should never stop chasing it. That's why UMGC offers an accredited skills-based education that helps move your career forward. We'll teach you how to apply emerging technologies like AI and data science, plus build your skills in leadership, communication, and critical thinking. Explore more than 135 degrees and certificates in business, cybersecurity, healthcare, and more. With affordable and online programs, you can unlock new opportunities to help you succeed again. At UMGC, success is yours for the taking and the making, and nothing should keep you from it, especially not an application fee. Apply now and we'll waive your application fee. Classes start May 13th. Learn more at umgc.edu. That's umgc.edu. Certified to operate in Virginia by SHEB.
Estate planning lawyer and CPA Bob Carlson has done it again. His latest free report outlines a way to boost your Social Security income and create a lifetime monthly income stream 100% tax-free. Log on to retirementwatchreport.com to get yours. This Social Security retirement strategy is fully approved by the IRS. Log on to retirementwatchreport.com for your free report. That's retirementwatchreport.com. retirementwatchreport.com.
Did you hear Congressman French Hill on the Dave Elswick Show?
50 years, we have tried sanctions. We've tried selective elimination of their most outrageous military leaders that have fingerprints on attacking and killing Americans, like Soleimani. We've done that under Bush, Obama, Trump 1, even modestly under Biden. We've attempted sanctions, and none of that has compelled them to stop their nuclear program. Again, as I say, President Trump is like, I want to clean out the barn of these persistent challenges that America faces to our national security around the world. And our national security is our trade relations, bilateral economic relations, the safety of our Americans that are traveling as tourists, of our military deployed abroad. And I want to get our allies to do more, whether it's in Europe or in the Gulf states, to defend the region in the Persian Gulf and be the first line of defense. So he's making big strategic decisions.
Congressman Hill, Wednesday mornings at 7 on the Dave Elswick Show, 101.1. The Answer. The Secular Crew is tired of the conspiracy theories.
This is some sort of chasm of lunacy that we're having to deal with on a daily basis that I'm personally pretty sick of. Now, you have another shooter who was was captured yesterday in front of the White House. Are they all not real? All of this is a show? All of this is Israel working with the Americans? Come on, let's just, we got it. We got to be better than this.
Secular, afternoons at 3 on 101.1. The Answer. The Dave Elswick Show continues now. 101.1. The Answer.
All right, let's finish up here now. On
Absolutely.
Thursday. There's not a reason why you should not be going to see a movie this weekend. There's something there for everybody.
Yes, we're back to a full release schedule. Come out and see us. Riverdale10.com on the website there. Of course, we feature luxury leather electric recliners with tables and reserved seating at all of our locations. We've got Dolby 7.1 surround sound, full food menu, and of course, we offer adult beverages, beer and wine at Riverdale 10 in Little Rock, Hot Springs 8 in Hot Springs, and the Cabot 8 in Cabot. Go to Riverdale10.com and just click now showing, see everything that's playing. We're still playing Hokum from Neon Distributors, a nice little scary movie out there for you. That is still on the screen. So be sure to check that out. I didn't mention that one earlier. And A Great Awakening, which is just about America and our country, and it's
and I've heard nothing but good things.
Really
about
good,
that movie.
really good. It's still playing at Riverdale 10 in Little Rock, and we are still playing that at Central City 10 in Hot Springs, centralcity10.com.
All right, for my listeners,
yes,
I want to read the summary of Disclosure Day because I asked Matt, is it a good alien movie or is it bad aliens? And typically Spielberg looking for good aliens. Anyway, let me just read this. The U.S. sends miners to excavate a distant planet. And as they return, they unknowingly pick up alien stowaways. The ship loses communications with Earth, and a response team is sent to board the ship. Before dying, the team sends a message saying that the ship is infested with aliens. Shortly after, escape pods land on Earth. Aliens exit and begin a human killing spree. The infested ship cannot be shot down, but a second response team manages to board. Now they have to figure out how to self-destruct the ship and rescue any survivors before humanity is completely wiped out. Doesn't sound like nice aliens to me for the Spielberg movie. I looked at the one sheet for it. That's the poster that you'll see at the theater, and it's a kind of a throwback of Earth versus the Flying Saucers. Great 1950s sci-fi movie. They kind of pulled that vibe for this movie. I will definitely be in the theater for that opening weekend that it comes out.
June 12th.
Okay.
Be there.
That'd be a good one to go see. No doubt about it. That'd be a good one to go see. I was just looking here to see who was in the cast, and let's see who's the stars of this one. Eugenia Gonzalez, not sure who that is. Jerry Farrell, don't know him. Sam Little. Got a lot of new talent that Spielberg is giving them their shot. So they'll be able to do the acting because Spielberg don't put no losers up on the big screen. I'm just saying, should be a lot of fun. Should be a lot of fun. This may be better than Independence Day, which I love that motion picture.
Well, you'll also have Emily Blunt, Josh O'Connor, Colin Firth, Wyatt Russell, Coleman Domingo, and Eve Hewson. It's 120 minutes. It's PG-13. If you found out we weren't alone, if someone showed you, proved it to you, would that frighten you? 120 minutes, PG-13, Disclosure Day, Universal Pictures, directed by Steven Spielberg.
There you go. It's a Spielberg movie. You usually can't miss with Steven Spielberg.
Please come see us. We're at Riverdale 10 in Little Rock, Arkansas. Riverdale 10 Cinema. Riverdale10.com. Have a wonderful weekend.
All right. And I'll be back to see you on the radio tomorrow at 7 a.m. Final week show of the Dave Elswick Show here at 101.1. Of course, the answer. Val will be here as well. We'll see you then, right here. All right.